welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a fill on this client and something real bright and right in time for the summertime, because my clients, they love them some bright nails. Especially the long nail girlies, they love them some bright long summer nails. So we're going to get right into that. And I don't know if y'all been seeing, but it's this gel flower going around, like this builder gel flower going around, or sculpting gel, one or the other. It's this flower going around, and this was my second time actually doing this. The first time I did it on myself to make sure it came out right and it was looking right, but I did it on her because she was like, oh, it's cute, I want it. So we ended up giving it to her. I did change a couple things because I just wasn't sure about how. I just knew that I wanted to do something different. Like, I did want to switch it up, but at the same time keep it the same as the picture. She did say she wanted more stones. All of the long nail girlies love to bling, love the stones. So, and y'all see I'm over here struggling taking these stones off. They love them some stones. So I did add more stones, but that's enough talking. So, well, talking about that. So I'm going to be telling y'all about my first time my first time working at a nail salon. So this was right after COVID, not stopped because it never completely stopped, but this was right after COVID started to die down a little bit. This was about, I think 3-4 years ago, 2020, because we're in 2024. 2020. So I was referred to, one of my mom's coworkers referred me to the lady that she used to work for. Used to get her nails done, the salon that she used to get her nails done. She referred me to the owner. So she was like, hey, she told me, she was like, hey, text this lady, she's looking to hire new people, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I call her, text her, we set up a day that I can go in and start and stuff like that. So knowing me, y'all, I'm so hyped. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Y'all, I was young. How old was I? I think I was 15, I want to say. 15? Yeah, I think I was 15. So, I get there, and it was I think it was 10 minutes away from my house. It wasn't too far away. So, I was getting Ubers back and forth. It was from, I think, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So, I was there, got there, but that wasn't the owner. I was looking for the owner, but she wasn't there. I got there and there was a lady sweeping. So I'm like, hi, I'm looking for, let's name her C. We're going to name her C. So I was like, hi, I'm looking for C. Hopefully I remember these code names, because y'all, I just slipped up and almost said the name. But, so I'm like, hi, I'm looking for C. She was like, oh, C's not here yet. But I was like, oh, because I'm supposed to be starting today. She was like, oh, hey, she introduced herself. We're going to call her A. So, hopefully I remember. So, A, she showed me to my desk area. There was stuff all up in the drawers, and I just had to clean it out, get my stuff in there. So, when I came there, I brought everything that I needed. I had my monomer, my acetone, my alcohol. I brought my stones. I brought my brush, my drill, my files, buffers, cuticle pushers, nippers, acrylic powders, basically all the supplies that I didn't know if they were supplied there. So I brought my own just in case. And you know how certain nail techs use EMA instead of MMA. So I'm like, I'm going to bring my monomer to make sure I'm using my monomer right. Well, I'm using the good monomer. So I went, set up. While I was setting up, C got there. And she was like, hey, she introduced herself, and then I did a set on her. Mind you, this was when I was first beginning, starting to, like, put my foot into nails, really, actually. Like, that's when I knew that I wanted to actually pursue nails. So I did her nails. We was talking. I was showing her the sets that I've done before, and stuff like that. Everything was fine. So after I did her nails, I had my first client. Y'all, oh my God. So it actually wasn't bad, but there was something that she didn't like. I kept asking her, I'm like, is this okay? Like, is there something that you don't like? Like, what's going on? She didn't say anything. So I'm like, I'm okay. I'm thinking she liked the set or whatever. No, she didn't, because she went to see and was like, oh, can you fix this? I personally feel like if it was a problem, we both old enough, you can say something if you don't like it. Or I could just be like, hey, see, can you fix this? Or, because I would tell her, I'm like, oh, I don't know how to fix this, or whatever, something is going wrong, or if I'm not sure about something, I will always go to her and be like, hey, can you do this? I'm not really too sure. And people see that I'm young, but I was the only black girl in there. So like it was common for people to go in there and be like, oh, is this black owned? I was like, no, it's not. But yeah. So I would talk to them and they would be super, super excited. I would let them know that I was young or whatever and actually just starting. And they were super, 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 super supportive. And because, like a while ago, before COVID, before everything, there were no black nail techs. And it was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so excited that you're starting early. Like, they were super, super, super supportive. They said, keep going. And I love that for me, and I love that for them. Even if their nails was sometimes messed up, they even tipped. Like, their nails could be messed, not super bad, but their nails could have came out not the best or not great, and they still would have tipped. They still would have said, I love your work. I love it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing it, because we need more people like you doing our nails, basically. So that gave me motivation to keep going and doing what I love to do. So I'm there, and keep in mind, I'm gonna say this now, I didn't really write the tickets. So, I wrote how much it would be, and then I would give it to C, and C would ring them out, and C would cash them out. Because I was, honestly, to be so for real, I was scared to ring them out. Like, I didn't want to make a mistake. I didn't want nothing to go wrong, nothing bad to happen. So I just was asking her. And even when I did eventually start writing the receipts and taking the money and stuff, her C's desk is right next to the reception's desk. So I'll be like, oh, it's this, and this. And they'll be like, yeah. So, she'll say, yeah, that's okay. And so I'll do it. But there was this particular time, so all of their designs, all of their stones, all of their glitters, all of their design stuff was behind the reception's desk. And it's really small in there and cramped. So it was a reception desk. And then right behind it was the design stuff. So I had went back there to look because I wanted to see what was back there. So I was going through the stuff or whatever. And that was about it. Like, I probably took something and used it on a client or whatever, or a customer. And that was that. So there were times where we might close early, like on a Monday, because if you don't know that nail salons, they're slower on Mondays and Tuesdays, and they start to pick up around Wednesday. So we would sometimes close early on Mondays, or a day in general we would just close early. She knew my mom. Like, my mom would come in throughout the day or whatever, and check up on me, make sure I'm okay. She would call, make sure I'm okay. She dropped off gloves, anything we needed, like anything I needed. She would pick me up sometimes, like after work, because I was getting off at 8 o'clock, and instead of me taking an Uber, she just took me home. But sometimes C would take me home. So after C, like, when we closed early, C takes me home. So we're walking to C's car, and C is like, oh, like, hey, like, how do you feel about her? And I'm like, oh, we're cool. Like, she seemed cool. Like, she seemed like we don't have no problems and whatever. And she's like, oh, because I want you to know, like, I really like you, and like, we're here, like, I trust you. You have my support. Like, if you ever need anything, I will be here for you. Like, I see your potential, your growth, all that. Like, I'm seeing this in you, and whatever else. Like, I really want you to stay here and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, like, I'm grateful for this opportunity because, for one, I'm young, I don't have a license, and I'm working under you, and sometimes I'm messing up, and she's fixing it, she's telling me, she's giving me constructive criticism, and I'm taking it, and I'm like, okay, I'm learning from that, and I'm not making the same mistakes anymore. So she's like, yeah, but hey was like, oh, be careful of her, because I saw her looking around or digging around the receptionist desk or whatever, basically implying that I was going to steal. So I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, that's what she was saying. Like, mind you, she said they already been having problems before I got there, whatever. So I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know how to feel about this. So she's just talking, and I'm like, yeah, I just want you to know. For one, there was a camera right above the register. So how dumb would I be to steal? And I'm telling her this. I'm like, there's a camera right there, so why would I steal? And then I'm like, my mom raised me better than that, so why would I steal from you? I'm not going to steal from you. Like, I want you to know that. And then I'm like, I'm grateful to even have this opportunity. Like, I'm so thankful and grateful. Like, I'm not even doing this for the money. The money is good. Trust, the money is good. It wasn't that good, but it was okay. Like, for me, just making that little bit of money every week, I was cool. I was fine with that. Like, I'm not even here for the money, because it wasn't doing nothing but going towards food. Like, I didn't have, and nail supplies. Like, I didn't have no bills. I didn't have nothing to pay. So it was just going to that. Like, I'm like, I'm thankful for this opportunity. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm ever going to steal from you. Like, I don't want to steal from you. I'm here to do nails and nails only. Like, I'm here from 9:30 to 7, 8 o'clock at night, barely eating throughout the day, doing what I need to do, and I'm having fun. Like, this is fun to me. I'm not looking at it as work. I'm looking at it as, oh, this is something I want to do. I'm having fun. I'm being creative. I'm in my own space, in my own mind, vibing out, doing whatever, right? So she's like, yeah, no, I understand. I understand. Like, I trust you. Like, I don't want you to think that I think you're going to steal, or I think that you have ill intent towards me. But I'm just telling you, like, this is the type of stuff that she does, whatever. So I'm like, girl, what you over here being messy for? But, so I'm like, yeah, so we talked about it. She dropped me home, and that's it. So then fast forward, I guess a couple weeks later, we're working. And so C is the owner. I don't know if I told you that, but C is the owner. And C was like, oh, like, I don't get here early. A lives next door, literally. So C gave me a key to open up the salon. I get there at 9:30. We supposed to open up at 9 o'clock. But I got there at 9:30. Mind you, I know me and C was real close. We was real tight. I was getting there at 9:30 and didn't have a problem with it. Nobody had a problem with it. But A lived right next door, and she had a key to open up the salon. So me getting there at 9:30 is like, why are you not here? Like, I'm getting there at 9:30 and there's no lights on, nobody sweats, nothing is done. So there's, like, I went in, opened up the salon, swept, did whatever I need to do, like, when I would get there earlier. And then A would come over. She was like, good morning. She would get there not too long after me. And then C would get there. C only stayed for her clients. And A would often go home, since she lived right next door. If there was no clients or if there was no customers, she would go home and I would be in there by myself. So imagine a 15-year-old in there by herself. There could be another person in there. I could be doing their nails or whatever else. So, mind you, I didn't do pedicures at this time. I still don't do pedicures. I'm thinking about offering them. Let me know in the comments, should I offer pedicures? But the thing is, I don't want to offer dry pedicures because I feel like, me personally, it's a waste. Like, how are you getting your toes done but you're not getting your feet scrubbed? But that's another topic for another day. So I didn't do pedicures at the time. So if someone walked in and said, "Hey, I want a manicure and a pedicure," or "I want a pedicure," or whatever, so I would set their water for them, like turn the water on, put the little blue tab in there, and sit them in there, and I would text A and be like, "Hey, there's a pedicure for you. I turned the water on and she's sitting down." So she was like, "Okay, here I come. I'll be here in like 5 minutes," or whatever, however long. So I'm like, okay. So she came in and she did a pedicure and stuff like that. But sometimes she would just take really, really long to come over and do this pedicure. And do pedicure. So that was really like turning me off, because it's like, girl, you're here to do your job. Why are you not doing your job? And it's not like I would be sitting there doing nothing. Like, I would have someone sitting down and people would be like, when a girl is getting here, or when the lady's coming to do my pedicure, or this, that. I'm like, yeah, she's coming right now. She's just doing something, whatever. I'm over here. But like, when you're in front of clients here, or in front of people, like, you have to have great customer service, because, people, yeah. So I'm like, oh, she'll be here soon. I'm sorry for the wait, whatever. So she's like, yeah, there was this one lady who had to go to the bathroom because the girl took so long. So she just sitting in the water. She was like, I have to go to the bathroom. So she went to the bathroom. Her feet is wet and all. Went to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. And I'm in there by myself. This whole time I'm in there by myself. So when I went to the bathroom and there was no one in the salon, I locked the door and went to the bathroom and then came out and unlocked it. So there was another instance where I was in there by myself again, and this family walked in. I think it was a mom, her sister, and like 2 or 3 girls. It was like, hi, we're and I had someone just sat in my chair, so I was starting them. They're like, hi, we all want manicures and pedicures. So mind you, there's only 3 of us working there, and I was the only person that was in there by myself. C wasn't there. I don't know where C lived, but I think C lived really far, and A wasn't there. So I'm like, there might be a bit of a wait, because it's only me right in here right now. So, and it's going to take me a minute because I'm just starting her. So they had ended up leaving. There was another instance where, so remember how I said that I would open up the salon. So, like, if they wasn't there, I would be the one to open the salon. So, the day before, I remember, C scheduled a client at 8:30 because the client had to be to work at, like, I think 10 or something like that. So, I get there at 9:30 and I see the lady. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why is this lady outside in her car? Why is she not getting her nails done? So I'm like, I'm already knowing that something is about to happen. Something's about to go down. I'm like, please, Lord, please do not let this lady come in here and cuss me out. So I go in, sweep, clean up, do whatever I need to do. And she walks in and she's like, hi. I said, hi, good morning. So she's like, do you know where C is? And I'm like, no, I don't. I can text her right now. Give me 1 second. Like, you can sit down. I'm being real polite, real nice. So trying to ease the situation, because I know this lady is not getting here anytime soon. So I'm like, good morning. Your client is here. What do you want me to do? Like, what am I supposed to tell her? Because I didn't know. So she's like, tell her that I'll be there soon. Whatever. So I'm like, so C is like, she's like, let her know, like, I'll be there soon. Like, I'm on my way right now. So I'm like, we both know that you're not about to be on your way. Why do you want me to lie to this lady? This lady, oh my gosh. So this lady has a real nasty attitude. So, like, in general, she just has like a nasty attitude. So, I'm like, she said she'll be here soon. Yeah. So she's like, okay, do you know how soon? I'm like, no, I'm not sure, but she said she's on her way. She's almost here, whatever. So she's like, okay, so she waited. So then I get a text message like 5 minutes later saying, hey, can you start her? I'm on my way. So I asked the lady, I'm like, hi, C just asked me, could I start you? Like, that's just taking off your acrylic, and prepping you for her to do the application, or I can just do the application and she can do your designs, like polish, whatever else. She's like, do you know when she's going to be here? I'm like, no, I'm not sure. She says she's on her way. She's like, okay, well, you can just start me. So I started her, did her acrylic, did her fill, all of that. So, A's still not here. I mean, not A. C's still not here. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? So, I'm like, would you like me to finish your nails? Because she didn't know me. So I'm like, I'm not going to catch an attitude and stuff like that, because I understand that I'm new and she doesn't know me. Like, I've never done her nails, so I can't even be mad at her. So, she's like, yeah, just go ahead. Like, I have places to be. I think she had work to go to work or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry for whatever. So I do her polish and then she leaves. So then another incident was when I had my client. This was my friend. She was coming to get her nails done. Real cool. So we're sitting down, and this is when things started to like really bother me. Cause yeah. So I'm sitting with my client. We're talking. So she is like, A or whatever, there's money missing. And I'm like, ooh. But I'm still having this conversation with my client. So she's like, yeah, there's money missing. There's like $15 missing or more than that. And this, and this. And this is not the first time this happened. So she's like, who wrote this receipt out for a $30 tip or X amount of tip and this and that? She was like, oh yeah, I wrote it yesterday, whatever. So, she's like, this is not like, there's money missing. And they're arguing, not real loud, extra arguing, but they're going back and forth in front of my client about some money being missing in a drawer. And A has a client, like, no, C has a client. C is taking her client while she's arguing back and forth with A. Is that how that happened? No, I might be wrong, but somehow they was going back and forth and I had a client, and that really bothered me because I felt like that was, one, inconsiderate, ignorant, and disrespectful. I understand that we're young, but you don't do that in front of people's client. In my opinion, I feel like that was extremely rude. So, they're going back and forth about the money missing. So after that, like a couple days later, A is over here talking about C. She's like, oh yeah, C, you forgot to write your tickets out for some people, and C just let you rock out. C don't want you to have that money. C be playing, da 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 da. You have to make sure that you write your tickets so you can get your money, and da da da. She just going on and on and on. And the camera is right there, but the camera didn't have no audio. She was like, they can't even hear me. The camera doesn't have audio. So I'm like, what in the world? So she's going on and on and on while she has a client. I'm pretty sure she had a client in there. So, or while she's doing someone pedicure. So she's talking all this crap. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, wait, before that, C, one day she was taking me home again, and we was talking about the time where money was missing. That was the second time that wasn't the second time she took me home, but that was something that we talked about when she took me home, like, after the first time. So, then fast forward, I had a doctor's appointment one day. So, I get this text message from A, and it's like, hey, I want you to know that I really enjoyed, like, working with you, whatever. But, I'm no longer working there. I wish you well, best of wishes. Like, I hope whatever. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? We talk. She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't really want to talk about it. So I get there, and C is like, oh, she did this, and this whole rundown of stuff that she did. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, things always happen when I'm not there. Like, why can't it happen when I'm there? But not like that, but like, yeah. So, she's saying that, and then a pedicure walks in, and so A was Spanish. She spoke Spanish to the Spanish clients. So, so the client walks in, she did C did her pedicure, and the client was like, oh, where's A? C was like, A ended up getting fired because A did this, and this. And she was like, oh, yeah, A was talking about you, and she was talking about the new girl, which was me, in Spanish. So she was like, what? She was saying all the stuff she said about us, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, and then it was the end of the summer. Well, wrapping up the story, it was the end of the summer, and I was starting high school, so 9th grade we didn't have a year, and 10th grade we went to school. So, well, we went back to school. So 10th grade came around, and A did my nails for school. They were bomb, and that was about it. That was the end of my journey of working at a nail salon. In my opinion, me personally, I'm pretty sure I told y'all all the stories. But from that might have been icing on the cake for me. I don't even think I want to work at another salon, because it was just so much drama and so much mess, and I just wanted to be in there and do what I came to do and go home. Like, I had so much fun, but then again, it was a lot of drama and a lot of messiness going on. Yeah, so I don't think I will work at a nail salon again. I feel like me having my own space and my own suite is perfect for me. But let me know how y'all feel about that story time in the comments, because I was telling people like my story, and they was like, what? Like, that's crazy how they had a 15-year-old opening a salon. Like, she trusted you. I'm like, yeah, she trusted me. Like, I had no problem doing that. But then it started to, like, as I thought about it and as it started to happen more, I'm like, should I really be doing this? Like, 15, 16-year-old girl just opening a salon and there by herself half the time. And I was just rocking out. Like, I was having fun. But then again, it's like, am I supposed to be? And it wasn't the most safest neighborhood. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the safest neighborhood ever. And yeah, just let me know in these comments. Let me know if y'all want another story time. I gotta think of some other stuff, but just let me know in the comments what y'all thought about the story time, and if I should do another one, or if I should do another one. It's probably like 3 minutes left of this video, so enjoy the video, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. These nails came out so bomb. I love these nails, and I love my client for letting me try these nails on her. She's down for anything, but I love her for this. And bye, y'all.
2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, baby, later you could show me things. You know what it is whenever I visit Windy City. Did I see? No, 30 degrees, way to go, so hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight? Will I see you at the show tonight? Hey,
Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suite on deposit, elevator up to the room, shower up and then we hit the club. Touchdown, gotta see what's up. Area code in my phone. What numbers do I still have? Who do I know from the past? Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must have changed foes on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017. All good, chuck a look around. Find one that seem my type. Damn, my dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life. Problem is I meet a girl tonight, then I go and treat her too nice. Galleria credit card swipes. I don't even know if she a wife, but I do know one thing though. Women, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe I'll love you one day, maybe we'll someday grow. Till then I sit my drunk ass on that runway, on this one way.
2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later, you could show me things. You know what it is whenever I visit Windy City, she blowing me kisses, no 30 degrees, way too cold, so hold me tight. Will I see you at the show?